Hello, friends. Welcome to lesson 3 of your second step lessons. Today, I have with me my friend Snail. Hi. And Puppy. Hi. They're here today to help us play a game of My Turn, Your Turn. We are doing our warm-up for today with My Turn, Your Turn with our friends Snail and Puppy. So remember, the one rule is you have to go after we go. But the trick is you only do what Snail tells you to do. Only what I say. So you're only going to do what Snail tells you to do. Puppy's going to try to trick you. Yeah. Puppy's going to try to trick you, so remember to focus your attention. Put on your attentoscope, boys and girls. All right, you got it on? Now put it down, but pretend it's still there. We're about to start My Turn, Your Turn. Put your hand on your head. Your turn. I see that. Touch your nose. Your turn. Touch your nose. Ooh, did Puppy get some of you? Remember, Puppy's trying to trick you. Let's try again. Touch your arm. Your turn. My turn. Touch your toes. Your turn. Your turn. Some of you were really focusing on Snail and you didn't let Puppy trick you. That means you are using your attentoscope and you are using those focusing skills, boys and girls. What helped you be successful in the game? Right, what I mentioned, focusing your attention. You used your brain. You use your brain, boys and girls, to help you focus your attention and play My Turn, Your Turn with my friends Snail and Puppy. Next time it's my turn. Yes, Puppy, everyone will get a turn to be the leader and you will be next. Go have fun now, okay? We got the rest of the lesson. Okay. So that was fun, boys and girls. Playing with Puppy and Snail is always exciting for me. But let's move on to the skills that we'll be learning today. Last time, you learned about focusing your attention. We practiced the way to focus our attention by using our attentoscope. Show me your attentoscope, boys and girls. Go ahead, put it on. What are some words that you say to yourself to remind you to turn on your attentoscope? That's right. Focus your attention. Pay attention. Watch carefully. When you focus your attention, boys and girls, you're using your eyes, your ears, and your brain. And the more you practice, the better you will get at focusing your attention and avoiding all those distractions. So today, you will be learning more about listening and focusing your attention. 2 more skills. So let's look at our story, boys and girls. This is Brianna. She heard the teacher say they were going to work on the Community Helpers booklet that they started yesterday. So Brianna quickly started looking in her desk to find all the papers, her crayons, and other materials that she was going to use. But when Brianna looked up, she noticed that the other students were doing something different. Brianna did not focus her attention, and she did not stop to listen to everything her teacher was saying. Now she doesn't know what she's supposed to do. Put your thumb up if you sometimes forget to focus your attention and stop to listen for directions. That's okay. It happens sometimes. We all forget sometimes to focus our attention, but we have to remember we have to listen to certain directions that our teachers tell us. Think about what Brianna can do. Yeah, Brianna can raise her hand, maybe ask another student, ask the teacher. If you had the same idea, go ahead and tap your head. You are full of great ideas. So Brianna decided to actually ask her teacher if they can tell the directions again. She remembered this time to use her attentoscope. She switched it on by saying focus to herself. This time, she really listens to all the directions. She looks at the teacher and keeps thinking about the teacher's words. Brianna's teacher asks her to repeat the directions, and this helps Brianna remember just what to do. So boys and girls, we know that listening is more than just hearing sounds. It's about thinking about the words and then remembering them. Brianna uses many body parts for listening and remember directions. She uses her ears, her eyes, and her brain. So we listen, we focus our attention, and we use those skills to follow directions, boys and girls. So Brianna keeps repeating the directions quietly to herself as she returns to her desk to start her work. Put your thumb up if you ever quietly repeat the words to yourself. Yeah, saying them over and over in your head helps you remember what the directions are. So now you will practice listening, repeating directions, and then following those directions in another game of my turn, your turn. This one's going to be tricky, so turn on your attentoscope. Everyone got it on? All right, now put it down, but pretend it's still there. To make your brain work a little harder, there are now 2 rules. Rule number 1 is the same. You wait for me to say your turn before you do anything. Rule number 2, that's the new rule. First, you have to repeat what I told you to do, and then you do it. Everybody got it? Okay, let's do a round. Touch your head. Touch your toes. Your turn. I heard some of you repeating the directions, and then some of you didn't repeat it and just did them. Now remember, rule number 1, you wait for me to say your turn. Rule number 2, you have to repeat the directions to yourself before you do anything. Let's try it again. Remember, it's tricky, so turn on your attentoscope and you're making your brain work. Touch your hands and touch your ears. Your turn. Touch your hands and touch your ears. There you go. You got it. You are repeating the directions and then doing the action. One more time. Touch your nose and touch your elbow. Your turn. Oh, some of you didn't wait for me to say your turn and you did them. Boys and girls, we have to turn on our listening skills so that we can be successful in the game. When you stop yourself from moving before repeating the directions, you were making your brain work really hard. And when you repeated my directions, that helped you remember what you were supposed to do. Boys and girls, that was the lesson for today. You learned that focusing your attention and listening to all the directions help you know what to do in class. You practiced while playing my turn, your turn by repeating the words that I said. You practice repeating those directions. Why does it help to repeat the directions to yourself? It helps you remember. When you repeat the words, it helps you remember what you're supposed to do. So when you repeat those directions quietly to yourself, it helps you learn and know what to do so that we're able to focus our attention and do what our teachers are asking so that we all learn, boys and girls. So congratulations on finishing lesson number 3, and I will see you next time for lesson number 4 on more skills to learn.